Ready. Yellow lady.
Mike 5-4. Watch the out.
Now Kamara. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Opposite.
2nd and 5 now. Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. Breeze now on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 38 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. About 3 here as he's out to the 30.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
White.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 42.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
11.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Good track.
13.
There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
11. 21. Here we go. Go ahead.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Open man is born. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
In your face.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees, his second touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Saints have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get the it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Rolling to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Mahomes now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 34. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 4, check 4. Check 26, check 26. Tighten up, tighten up.
Here we go.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Deuce, 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 deuce. Safe.
Hey, easy. Wait a second.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Ready. Yellow waiting.
Mike. I got you.
12.
Slam. 53 to Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Hey, exit.
They go with a fullback line. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And while it didn't work very well on that play, defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Motion.
Hey, easy.
On 1st down, it's Murray. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray, 33 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense, get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Williams, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
He's coming. Double up.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Easy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
First down, New Orleans. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 8 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Yellow. That's your line.
Hey, keep it up.
43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our... Remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Gets past one man. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ready? You ready?
Check 53. Hey, come on.
Kill!
Check.
53!
Mike 53.
Tonight!
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Thomas, the intended target. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
Check hot route. Hot.
You kill!
On play action, it's Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
You can't block me.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing on second and long. Breeze. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So Breeze going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Hey, kill.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ready? Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. Here we go. Mike, 53.
Again, it's Kamara. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. This is Zach Line, the fullback. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur.
Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big. The limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away.